So this PHO regulon is controlled by two important proteins, that is PHOR and PHOB. The PHOR and PHOB are the component of two component signaling system. This PHOR acts as the histidine kinase and the PHOB acts as response regulator. The PHOB, when activated, it moves towards the its target site. The target site is the PHO regulon that activates the transcription of genes. When the concentration of inorganic phosphate is in excess in the media, then this system is inactive, and the cell uses another protein that is known as PIT protein. It is a transporter protein located in the cell membrane. This transporter protein has low affinity for inorganic phosphate, and hence it is active only when the concentration of inorganic phosphate is higher in the medium. When the concentration decreases, then this protein becomes inactive. This is the model for the uptake of the inorganic phosphate under the phosphate limiting condition. This protein, PIT protein, it has low affinity for the inorganic phosphate, and therefore it is active only when the phosphate concentration is high. Then when the phosphate concentration is low, the another system works. So there is a specific phosphate transporter proteins located in the cell membrane, and they are known as PSTA, PSTB and PSTC. They there is one periplasmic protein that is known as PSTS. This periplasmic protein has very high affinity for the inorganic phosphate. So under the limiting concentration of inorganic phosphate, it binds to inorganic phosphate and brings it to the B protein. Besides the PSTS, PSTA, B and C, there is another protein that is known as the PSTU, and it is also one of the component of this complex. This PSTU generally acts as a negative regulator or a repressor, and this is the PHOR, which is one of the important component in the two component signaling system. So this PHOR, when it is linked with the PST-ABC by this U protein, then it is inactive, or we can say that it acts as phosphatase rather than kinase. And the role of phosphatase is to remove the inorganic phosphate. So it do not allow the phosphorylation of this B protein. Okay, this B protein is nothing but the response regulator protein. So when the concentration of the inorganic phosphate is high, then this system is inactive and it is repressed by the presence of this U protein. Okay, so this U protein act as the repressor of this system, and in under repressed condition, the R protein act as the phosphatase. R protein act as phosphatase, and it do not allow phosphorylation of this B protein. Now, when the phosphate concentration is limiting, S binds to inorganic phosphate and this complex then binds to the B protein. As a result, this U protein is released from this complex, and then this R, which is acting as phosphatase, is now converted into kinase. So R acts as the histidine kinase and it undergoes autophosphorylation. Now this monomeric form of R represents phosphatase and this dimeric form represents the kinase. So it undergoes autophosphorylation where the phosphate group is linked to R. This phosphate group is then transferred to B protein. B protein gets activated, and this B protein, which is a response regulator protein, now moves towards the target site. And at the target site, it binds to the PHO regulon and activates the transcription of those 38 genes. Thank you very much.